got something of a blind spot with this -5 breaking truce thing. The truce only lasts for another 1.5 years, though. Yeah, people are thinking that I would break that truce now. Not yet. I am somewhat tempted, though. No, you know what? If Songhai is that digestible, I can just give it to Katsina. And I've got Katsina now. Something about one in a hand being worth some other in the bush. Still need a bit of dip to get that. But there we go. Welcome to being our vassal. Doesn't drag me into any wars or anything. And Nupe. I was hoping Nupe would take Moshi first. There's a thought. They don't like me, do they? Gonna need to get those relations up. And who, their independence is supported by Songhai, but I have something like a 15-year truce with Katsina now, so they're not going to rise up in time. And between then and now, I'm going to drag Katsina into a war against Songhai, which will remove that support for independence. Which is nice. Also, one thing worth considering is that, yeah, there's a lot of development here. Not that much development across all of Songhai. That's okay. Jake, it almost became another Sarigyo-gir campaign. Yeah, breaking that truce would be a coalition served up hot. I'd love to know when these wars started. I've got to go to the ledger for that. That way I'll know when the 5 years will be up. In fact, does it even tell me that? Figures. Okay, glorious. I hope you live long, and I hope you spit out some children. We're over our leader limit, which is costing us 1 mil per month, but that's okay. Everything is okay. Especially the lack of Castile around here. I'll explore the coasts shortly as well. Okay, most important thing about this lack of truce is now that I can insult them. Wait. Where's my PP for throwing down an insult? Didn't like it. Oh well. I'll give him an embargo as well. Jake, your life is easier here. Portugal rivaled Castile and vice versa. Yeah, that does help out quite a bit. Hopefully they drag each other into plenty of wars. Come on, Nupe, you have won. Mosi, get out of that war. How cute, Mosi is threatened by me. Everything to get that piety. Jake, you get no PP for insults during truces. Yeah, but our truce wore out. I think the thing is that I should have waited until after the turn of the month. I guess that's why it didn't count for anything. It's the only guess I can come up with. Also, Timbuktu being friendly to me? Shame I can't quite vassalize them. I can't really afford to commit more adminicide. I've been doing plenty of that. Okay, here come the coalition. 2-man, hopefully not any more than that. No, Mali could, should, and probably will enter that coalition. So there's the idea that I could fight them now, or not. fighting coalitions is such a pain in the bum. If I got Timbuktu as an ally... Oh, I can't get any allies since I'm in an offensive war. So what do I do? Do I strike down Songhai as they stand? Do I regret taking down this fort now? We'll chalk this one up. At least we have Katsina and Dahomey on our side. Take out whilst we can. And yeah, we will feed pretty much all of this to Katsina. They'll get Songhai as an accepted culture, no doubt. Not much I can do about Jollof and Air. Going for my vassals' claims might actually make these cheaper. We'll make it for this one then. Arebanda. Yeah. Won't know these new things unless you try them. Let's go, my glorious vassal. Oh, it was Air, not Yatman. What is with my head today? What is it? I was genuinely thinking it was Yeo, not Air. Air had just dissolved into insignificance in my head there. Okay, next up we need to know about the coast of the Cape of Good Hope. Jake, don't forget to colonize the uncolonized province locked near your mainland. France or England like to settle that area. That's probably something I would fight for. Also, I wonder if Dahomey's going to keep that for himself. I hope he doesn't, but he probably will. Nope, he does not. Glorious. The next thing I wonder is if Jollof will make it through here. They're friendly with each other. So yeah, it's highly likely that we'll see Jollof. Mali? Mali joined Songhai. I don't know why that defaults to not being a pop-up. But it is horrible. Okay, probably pretty low on troops considering what I'm trying to do here. So yeah, I'm very happy if Katsina, you continue to concern yourself with that. Dahomey, you go with that. We'll get 1,000 on there. And honestly, I think there's a lot to be said for eliminating Mali. He'll just have some fun occupying this. Mali is still no match. Once he's still my friend, I could get military access through them to help out. Also, they would probably join in this war if I would just end this war with Nupe. Oh no, they're threatened to me, so forget that. Still, if I get the access, it means I can do this. Can't really get there unless I get access through Timbuktu, which I could. Should I, though? It would be a very temporary deal. Yeah, sure. I see very little reason to not do that. Make hay while the friendly sun shines. Now, sadly... this war's over now, isn't it? Well, so long, Nupe. You fought hard. Well, you didn't fight at all, but you see what I'm trying to say. And thanks for the money. That is one nice thing about Ah, forget it, no revolts here. That is one nice thing about independent nations getting an extra ducat a month. It means even when you've fully occupied someone, you can ravage their treasury. And Mali's really coming for us. I don't want him having that, though. Hopefully I have enough bite to throw him out here. He's got a lot of cavalry. Am I the kind of guy that would pay for that? I guess I am. Oh! Wow! That is impressive. He has one heavy ship as well. That's... that is really impressive, actually. I hate to lose my capital. And I'd hate to lose to a heavy ship. I guess we'll have to unmothball everything. Fight it and get some troops down there, but I also need to mash Mali. Unsure exactly what to do with Mali. Another humiliation to serve them right. That kind of relies on me beating them down here with an inferior general. Across a river crossing, but we got it. Thank you, tactics. Alright, yeah, losing my capital is going to be horrible. Thankfully, it's not the only fort I have. And he's got a breach already. This could go really rather badly for me. Mossy, we need your help now more than ever. Take care of that whilst I hopefully siege Gao in time to make a very... not even sure here. Alright. We need to know more about the Ivory Coast, please. The waters or the coast? How can I do the coast if I don't know the waters? That's interesting. I want to know more. Wow, Mossy, they've got the guts. And now we have the administrator. She'll make up for our lack of it right now. Okay, Gao, we need you to fall very nicely. Jake the coast would be Fernando Po. Yeah, not just Fernando Po, but there's this other one, Sauton. And the rest of this, I guess. Alright, Katsina's almost done with air, which will free up yet more troops. Glorious we shall be, and thankfully our main fort is holding out nicely. That's not something to be thankful about. Just lost... Well, our explorer decided to swim ashore, so at least there's that. Can't have been that far. 3 is the bare minimum, so 3 we shall have. So this is how you make me want to have heavy ships. Alright, your capital is down, we'll even keep it like that. And we shall walk and... oh, snap. Castile. Don't have to increase relations with you just to get back to my homeland. No, we can take a boat. He will not be smart enough to stop us. Jake, can you westernize? There's a good thought. I could just westernize off of Castile quite early, and the earlier you westernize, the better. That much is for certain. However, I can westernize whilst I'm tribal? I did not know this. Still, I want to reform. I want to do everything. I wonder if Mosi and Dahomey will have this. That doesn't look promising. Back 'em up, lads. Phew. Wrong one. Okay, we have a chance. Okay, I need to stop converting for a short while so that I don't get shamanists. Gold Coast, Loango, and Benguela. Gold Coast. Alright, if I stabbed up and reduced war exhaustion, they'd all go away. I'll hold out on that idea for when this war is over. None of these guys see it as a coalition war, I see. That's excellent. Alright, 7%. I mean, Loango would never fall to a 7% chance. Joloff is Tech 8 to our Tech 9, but I'd rather not go in foolhardily. Yeah, -2 for coming in by boat, but I gotta save Loango. And he has very little opportunity to run. I'll take care of you here and now. Oh, hello, England. Ice to see you. Just kidding, it's horrible. Go away. Thank you for the reminder about Cape Coast. Just shows how long it's been since I've been colonizing. Hey, didn't I say I'd take this guy to quickly colonize this? Looking at it, there's 4,000 folks there. 3,000 will be plenty to police it. 3,000 and 3,000, which means I can even split you. We shall extremely temporarily purchase this incredibly expensive individual, just to get a head start on that. And then we will very promptly fire him. Oh, that wasn't prompt enough. Get out of my court. A lot of things I'm forgetting, that much is for certain. Right, so I can't make separate peace with Air. I can make peace with Joloff and Mali though. I just need to think what I want out of them. If anything, it might be more in my favour to end this war early. Just grab what I can. I mean, Mali would take a white piece, because we took one of his forts. Probably wouldn't take much more than that though. Some war reps would be lovely. Joloff we don't care much about, and then we can just really rip-shot Songhai to bits, because with Mali out of the war, that won't matter for much. Alternatively, we could just push. I mean, we are that close to ripping Mali out of the war, but I don't want shamanist zealots rising up. Got a lot of things to consider. And that does it for them. About Joloff, they're not so keen on getting out of the war. And Zazao is now in a war. Zazao decided to jump Songhai and Joloff. Opportunism at its finest. I can get behind that. Right, unfortunately, Dahomey and... wow, their better dip tech is really ripping up their Liberty Desire. Wait, no, that wouldn't be ripping up. Well, it's still vastly increasing it. They still make a good chunk off of... oh, well. Guess I'll be adding humiliation to that pile then, and maybe a pile of ducats. I don't need to rip Mali apart anymore. Again, it's all adminicide, and I need every admin point I can get. Still, that's rather nice. Thank you, Mali. I appreciate it. As for you, I need a ton of land to go to Katsina. They might hate my guts. And they'll probably get really strong and not want to be loyal to me. That's okay. But I still want that last province there. Jake, what is England's attitude towards you? Would it be great if they could open up an alliance? I don't know anything about England, and I will not know anything until they complete that colony, sadly. Ugh, I don't like seeing all these improper cultures that are going to be popping up over Africa. I may have to eradicate them. Maybe have that as a side goal, eradicate all European culture from Africa, because I don't like these little Castilian pips here and there. Alright, let's face it, this is all going. And excellent, it was good to make it a claim war, because that's all nice and free. Wow. That would be a little brutal, wouldn't it? 5, 10, 15, 22, 25, 35, 41, 48, 51. Yeah, I could eat it all up. I would have to get Joloff out of the war, though. Maybe that's a bit extreme, but we'll do it anyway. Jake, maybe you should westernize soon. Yeah, you're telling me. Telling you, Joloff, you are messing with the wrong guy here. Nobody in Africa fought me and lived to tell the tale. Jake, are you going to grab the Mutapan gold eventually? I don't really have much of a choice, I have to. That was the wrong thing to do. I want to hit D for detach. That should really make them reconsider. Heh. And that gives me a lovely long truce with Joloff as well. Very expensive on the dip, but at least I don't have to core anything other than this province here. There is the idea that maybe I want to take these instead of giving them away. No, gotta think of the adminicide. That didn't cost me anything. Huh, I like that, but hate to say it, that's go down in the book of bugs. And that was a vassal claim war. I hate to shill my own company here, but it's kind of good that we play our own games. Even though I'm doing it in front of like 768 people here. God, I've even got my old witch's house notes here. Alright. Vassal claim war. No dip cost. Unless that dip cost went to Katsina, there would be some logic to that, but probably shouldn't go that way. Don't tell anyone, Jake. What a fine idea. Alright, but Katsina is going to hate me for this, right? And they're suddenly going to jump up in Liberty Desire because they're so big. Hopefully, yeah, they are increasing autonomy across the board here. Their legitimacy blows too. Guess I'll have to look after the revolts for a wee while. That's acceptable, though. So am I not waiting on another boat here? As in, I'm fairly certain I was making another... Ah, here we go. Alright everyone, we got exploring to do now that we're at, you know, peace. Jake, resume the spreading of the faith. The idea here is that I need to get these shamanists off my back. By reducing war exhaust... by reducing, well, pretty much everything by 3. That'll take care of it. Unless... Well, there's a very low chance that they would rise up right now. But this should get rid of them. Gold Coast, Loango, Bengwa, whatever. Well, I can completely ignore that Gold Coast one if you just get there in time. Congolese separatists, though. Okay. I'm going to wait for all of those revolters to go away before I start converting again. I know all about that lazy missionary, so don't you worry. I want tech, but I also want ideas. And indeed, you can never have too much money. Now is not the time to pay our army. In fact, now is the time to enjoy some advisors. Fort defense, sign me up. Dip rep, absolutely. That'll keep my vassals slightly more in check, even though he's just the old git. There we go. Wow, I can't believe how rebel-free this campaign has been. It's like I'm not even the one playing right now. Colonize Luanda. That's precisely what I should be doing. Yeah, I really need the rest of these fleshed out. Tech will just have to wait. So I recall you, and yeah. Oh, shoot! Fight harder! That was close. That was close. Like I said, sometimes I wonder if it's really me playing. Okay, Timbuktu decided that they really don't like us, but we're still able to improve relations further. May as well. Whew. Am I blind or something? Clearly. But we can't really have Luanda going. This is the one we want to focus on. Ah, shoot! I made another mistake. Add it to the pile. Alright, well it's super expensive, but I could also colonize Luanda. But I don't want to. I can't send my colonist back here because I don't have the range, even though I've already done it. Ah, the things you don't even think about when you're playing. I have to spend the money to send him back there again. Still worth it. That's 71 ducats down the drain. And a bit more if I don't fire him in time. Plus the rehiring cost for him, I guess. There we go. But our colonist will arrive back here, and the extra growth will help immensely. And again, I don't really want to be paying that much to my armies. Maybe not quite as little as before. We'll be okay. The air separatists still wish to rise up, though. Whereabouts? Tadmeka. It's because I just took it and forgot to core it. And I could just ignore any chance of it rising up as well. That I like. Let's keep the conversions going. Jake, should you put your focus on dip? Your dip tech is pretty awful right now. Yes, but I really, really want to reform my government as well. Of course, could always westernize instead. The national unrest will be pretty heavy going, but we could survive it. And just think of the boon of being Western tech. Yeah, we could survive that. Jake, what is your force limit? It's fairly high. 26, and I'm not even remotely close to it. Alright, you know, when I finish that last core, I think it would be well worth my time beginning to westernize. My vassals, loyal as they are, they would help out with revolts. I do wish I was able to get more ideas, though. Can I core the Cape? Well, not the Cape, but at least a province that borders the Cape once I have this. I mean, that... Oh, surely. Surely. I mean, apparently this province is 163 away from... wait, Lesser Naukland? It is Lesser Naukland. Ah, that's far away from Benguela. It's kind of strange, it must be taking one funky path to get there. Still, that pretty much guarantees that we are close enough. Or will be close enough. Jake, you should explore. Yeah, I was getting sidetracked there. You are completely right. I'd quite like to know the waters whilst I'm at peace. Form an alliance with Timbuktu. Turn something into a city. Neither of these sound too great to me, frankly. Kitsina, it's looking good. Oh, thank you. I'm considering integrating Dahomey. I know it's horrible pagan land, but pagan land is easy enough to convert. Then again, no, not whilst westernizing. Thankfully, Mali have all this money, so they're building these provinces for me. Thanks a lot. Just wish all this wasn't tropical and arid, making development one big old pain. 15% development cost. 50% development cost, build cost as well. Unpleasant, the lot of it. Okay, we're saving St. Helena for the big surprise. Who got St. Helena? No, it's continuing to tease me. Just war a bunch whilst westernizing, take land for Katsina and Dahomey. It's consideration. Oh nice, finally doing our capital as well. Strange not having religious ideas. Yeah, I know that colour. I know it well. We'll be westernizing off of that colour. Still, the fact that England flung themselves all over here from wherever they are is a little concerning. I may end up having to fight for that cape. No, I don't think Mossi is too costly to have as an ally. They're very useful. They certainly were in the last war. Let's explore a bit of Brazil. We already know that that is Castile. And knowing how fast they're going to get that colony finished isn't going to make it go any faster or slower. Okay, that's not even mine, so... Pshaw is all I can say, it's only pretenders. Heck, they might be doing you a favour. No, actually that's probably worth fighting. I'm just gonna fling my low morale troops at it, you'll probably help me out along the way. Or will Katsina do it for me? Worthless. Ah. They added this to a trade company, didn't they? Yes. That's an issue. I could either conquer it, which would bring its own problems. I say either conquer it, I don't exactly have an France and Hungary would assist them. Austria would not. Well, there's always silver linings. Guess I won't be westernizing just yet. Vassalize England. Go to Brazil and westernize off of Portugal. Another idea. Maybe not a great one, but an idea. It'll be quite a bit away from my colonial range to do that, though. I mean, I could fight Castile aggressively. Yeah, I know, with my 9 tech. Making it a claim war for Gabon. But the concern is that... I mean, how many boats are we talking about here? Castile have 5 heavies. I'm sure France have quite a few to add to that. They would drop off plenty of troops. Since they have 16 transports, they would destroy me. Since they are almost at Tech 12. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Where is Bornu? Produces grain and it's the wrong culture. Gotta get that manpower. Jake just built a bunch of heavies and smack them around. See, heavies are expensive. Heavies are really very expensive. And we don't know how many heavies France would be throwing into that equation. If we get Portugal as a friend, that would be nice, but Portugal hate our guts. Castile do not hate our guts. Ergo, perhaps we could ally Castile and kick Portugal, but Portugal are not around here. Perhaps we could ally Castile and fight England. England will have a core here and I can core westernize off of it. It's worth a shot. This is as good a reason as any to start improving relations with Castile. Issue is if I get them as an ally, that's going to push me even further over the limit. That'll be useful. So far nobody's gunning for the Cape. Let's hope it stays that way. Jake, you just fabricated on England, not Castile. What? Oh, you're right. How did I make that mistake? Oh, that's because I don't know about England until they finish this colony, which will be right about now. Oh, they also hate me. Guess I should really look to get that alliance with you. That music was all too grand for what's going on. Safi? Actually, knowing the waters of Safi could help us out around here. But not nearly as much as knowing about Brazil. I really enjoy this new exploration mechanic. Well, maybe it's not that new, but I still enjoy it. And we can focus on ideas instead of tech now. That's 20% extra tax right off the bat. Nice. We're not that far away from upgrading our government rank as well, which will be lovely, getting that extra diplomat at long last. Our morale may blow, but it's enough to blow you away. Might just up that a bit. Yeah, the English are coming. I'd feel a lot happier if I knew that Castile were focusing on other places to colonize. These are too far away for me. Not if I were to do that, then that, but I really think directly gunning down England would be the better idea. We have the relations that we need to get. You as a friend. My question is, who are England's friends? Ugh, Aragon, Portugal, Pope, Genoa. I'm not sure if Castile can take a sustained blow from both Aragon and Portugal. Throwing England in the mix as well will eradicate Castile's navy. Most likely. We can put some numbers to that. England have 16 transports, 7 heavies. That could actually work to my benefit. Picture this. Castile's navy gets distracted by England. I say thanks, Castile, and then I declare war on Castile and take Gabon. And probably St. Helena as well. Seems like a cunning move. The thing is, they probably will not join my war because they are protective. So they won't want to join my offensive wars. That's a consideration, and I see little reason not to see it through. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? England, Portugal and Aragon all end up landing tons of troops on me. Possible. I just have to fight them off one by one. Which would be quite horrible, actually. Jake, allying Castile and declaring war on England will stop both of them from colonizing in the war. People don't stop colonizing from being at war, sadly. Thanks for the maps, but I need a little more, sir. Rio de la Plata or Safi? Probably better not to throw you in like that when I'm considering declaring war. We'll hold off for just a moment. When it comes to naval landings, always expect the Portuguese. Okay. No, no rivals available, and now this goes away, which is a pain, a real pain. I'm gonna get rid of that embargo, waste even more time. Get Castile as an ally. And wonder if they're actually going to help, because this is just another drain on my dip. Oh, whoa, okay. Guess that exploration of Safi is less useful now. Aragon would not join in. That's interesting. That means Castile would have Portugal to destroy. Huh. Whoever loses, I win. That's my kind of war, but the issue... Oh, nice. Protective is a -30. Everyone else joining in is... Oh. Make hay when the sun shines. Alright, we're just going to do it. There's no point waiting around. So on that note, we will continue this on Thursday. Thursday evening, about the same time. So, just after 7 PM. That's my penciled in date for doing that. And yes, we will just declare war on the Europeans. So... cheers for joining in, folks. We shall have that to look forward to. There will be no stream tomorrow, believe it or not. I'm busy. Yeah, I do get up to things other than just playing this game my whole life. So, for now, have a wonderful night. And, best not to think about it.